think we're live.
It says we're live.
Hey guys, we're doing this straight from the laptop tonight, so hopefully the visuals and microphone are all right.
Yeah.
Give us a shout if you can hear us clearly, if it sounds okay.
Yeah. I'm seeing a level.
Yeah.
Let us know if it's enough.
I see Magenta Otter was here. Hey,
Awesome.
How you doing?
Hey.
So we'll just give a few minutes, see if anyone can join us.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can. And yeah, we'll celebrate.
How's everyone's Sunday going so far? Literally can chat about anything you like in there, so drop us some notes.
Oh, there's a cardinal behind us.
Nice.
I love this. I can watch the birds at the feeder while we're
Yeah.
It is a hot and humid day here in North Carolina right now, and we've been getting some gorgeous birds coming through for the summer, so we enjoy watching those both from our office and from this back patio as well.
Yeah.
And you can kind of see the bird feeders right over my shoulder there. I've been getting a lot of cardinals.
A rude awakening from a woodpecker this morning.
There was a woodpecker right outside our window this morning. That was fun.
It's a cooler day in Chatternham. What does that say? I wish I had my
Cheltenham.
glasses. Cheltenham.
That's where her apartment is. You guys are lucky there. It's so overcast here. You would think it was cool, and then you walk out and it's just so humid. It like hits you. So a little bit brutal. Oh my gosh. So we got a couple people with us here. Say hey if you've joined us. Just talked to a friend in Texas. 108 degrees. I don't miss that at all.
Yeah, I bet you're not missing that, huh?
Oh my gosh, I do not miss that at all. It was, hey Maria.
Hello.
It was like 104 last month when I was in Vegas. And we had to work outdoors in a tent, so that was super fun.
I know. I left my glasses inside.
But the glasses don't look as good on screen. We're trying to read through squints, so.
I'll just get closer.
Oh,
awkwardly
man.
Closer.
You're like, what is that? Oh, man. Well, thank you for joining us on a Sunday. It's a bit later there. I'm confused right now, Dara. Is it 4 or 5 hours ahead of the East Coast right now? I can't even keep track anymore. I always thought England was 4 hours ahead, 5 hours ahead of us. But then I saw something recently that just said 4, and I wasn't sure why. If it had something to do with daylight savings or I'm not sure what.
5 hours later.
It is 5 hours later. Okay, so the thing I saw was wrong. I think it was when I was setting up the live, actually. It had us listed as GMT minus 4 hours. Very strange. I don't know. It's 4 o'clock here. Postcard in a pine.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks for jumping on.
Oh, yeah, VPN can certainly confuse things, but it's a good way to stay secure. So, yeah, just got to do a little bit of math, I guess.
Not my strong suit.
Well, you got me for that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, we're going to get into it, and then people can catch up with us on the replay if they jump in later or after the fact. But we just wanted to jump online and give everybody a quick update. We've obviously been really quiet for the last month or so.
Yeah.
And it's been a combination of ups and downs for us that has led to that. But the big thing was we kicked off May, so we are over a month late.
Yeah.
And saying thank you guys so much for all your support.
Can't tell you how much we appreciate
because we reached 1,000 subs at the beginning of May, and we already had the watch time needed, so we were able to monetize like right away, and that was
big surprise.
so exciting. We have been working on this channel now for 2 years this month.
Yeah.
And it has been so amazing, so fun, such an incredible learning experience. So great getting to know so many of you. And at the same time, it's just been, I think, encouraging to see the growth and, you know, our personal growth in making these videos and learning how to edit and just everything that goes into it. But then also to see people joining us on these adventures has just been so heartwarming and wonderful.
I think that's the one thing that we were most surprised with. We didn't expect when we started with YouTube, there would be such a tight-knit community,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So it's been really
It's been
wonderful.
really
Such an
awesome.
incredible journey. And, those of you who know, 1,000 is a big milestone to reach in YouTube world, and one that we've had our eye on since we started. So it was really, really exciting to get there. And we're so grateful to everybody who has been supporting us all this time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're so late in celebrating it because at the same time that we reached the 1,000 and went through the process of monetizing, we also had a bit of a personal loss.
Yeah.
One of our dogs got sick very suddenly and she passed away. Um, if you've been following us, you know that we have one dog. We had two dogs, and one has been sick since last year. So, we've been monitoring his case and we've been kind of bracing ourselves for when things turn for the worse for him.
Yeah.
But we were blindsided when our other dog suddenly fell ill and she passed away. So while we were going through this process of monetizing, we were also going back and forth to emergency vets and trying our darndest to help her. I also had to go out of town for work during that. It was that Vegas trip I just mentioned. So it was just like a time that we were just really distracted and we couldn't appreciate it as much as we
Yeah.
really wanted to. So yeah, that happened. Thank you, Dara. It's so hard to lose one of the furry family members. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, they're like family for us. So yeah, it was rough and we still miss her so much, don't we?
Yeah. It was way too soon.
Yeah.
I mean, it's never a great time, but
Yeah.
we thought we'd have her a few more years.
Yeah, we were definitely looking forward to taking her along with us on some adventures in the near future. So that definitely changed a plan too.
Yeah.
But right after all this happened, while we were still kind of reeling from it a bit, we also got into the second half of May, and that was a huge high for us. But we were out of the country for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We got to film our first international series.
Yeah, that was so exciting.
And because of what was going on with Ouija, and also because we're really behind, I'm really behind on our cruise series, we never really shared with anybody that we were going out of the country.
Yeah.
So surprise, we went away. And yeah, so we were gone for 2 weeks, filming our first international series. It was amazing, and we are so excited to share it with you all. And we were offline for most of that time.
Yeah.
And that brought us right up until June. So here we are.
Full of surprises.
Yeah. So should we share where we were?
Yeah.
Like we said, we didn't even put this on Instagram. We didn't share stories in real time for this because we just didn't have a chance to really do any lead up to it or anything. So you guys are among the first to know. And I know some of you in the chat there, you already know. Oh, postcard and a pint. Thank you. Thank you for your sentiments about the dog. We really appreciate it. So where were we? Oh, they love our cruises. Thank you.
Awesome.
We do. We just put out, I don't know if you saw the food tour video that we put out this morning. We're trying to get caught up, and we have 2 more cruise related videos from that series coming out. And I'm going to do my best to get both of those out in the next week so that we can move on to this international series, which we've got so much awesome footage from.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for those. More cruise content coming your way. The food tour is a bit longer, but we tried to be very detailed, give a lot of really good information this time, including about some of the venues on the ship that we didn't take advantage of, but just in case people are looking because they're curious what they might find on the ship. So hopefully it's informative, and people who are looking at going on cruises or about to go on the ship that we went on last, the Royal Caribbean Mariner of the Seas, hopefully they'll get some information that they're looking for out of that and see some good food. And yeah, the music cruise, that's the one. That's the Royal Caribbean one.
Yeah.
We're still working on this one. Yeah, that was so much fun, wasn't it?
Oh man, it was such a blast.
It was a week-long party.
It was nonstop. It was like the exact opposite of what people usually go on cruises for, to just chill out.
Oh yeah, there was no chilling.
Yeah, it was nonstop. It was a blast of nonstop.
Yeah, just if you do book a cruise like that in the future, definitely plan a big long nap when you get home.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Dara, never going on a cruise. Honestly, you probably don't need to.
Yeah.
I mean, they're fine, but the way you travel is so cool too. Like, definitely don't think you're missing out too much unless you just want the experience. But yeah, But for us going on the cruises, I think it was I'm glad we did it.
Yeah.
We
I
never
think
would have gone on a Caribbean cruise on our own. So if you hadn't
no.
been hired to go on it, then I don't know if that's not one we probably would have chosen or paid for. So
Yeah, but that was pretty sweet.
it was cool to have the experience
Yeah.
and not have to pay for it.
Who wouldn't?
Right? I mean, who's going to turn that down?
Yeah.
Anyway, back to what we were saying before about our international series.
Oh yeah, we didn't tell them where yet.
We didn't tell them where. Keep them hanging. Oh, she's going. I see. I keep bouncing away from that. Going on a boat for 2 hours on Wednesday. Oh, good luck. I hope it's nice and smooth for you. Definitely, I find boning helps. Ginger chews help. I know you know about gin-gins. I just stocked up on a bunch more.
Finally got some.
Finally found them somewhere, yeah. And what else? Oh, the wristbands. If you can get those wristbands with the acupressure on like this part of your wrist, I find those are really helpful too. So I just do a combination of everything I can get my hands on. And between it all, I'm usually in really, really good shape. So international. We're so lovely together. Thank you.
Oh, shucks.
We agree.
Anybody want to guess?
Okay. Well, I think most of the people here already know, I think. I know Dara knows. Mom knows. Maria.
Mom knows. I hope so.
Mom better know. You guys, we went to Ecuador. We spent 2 weeks exploring Ecuador from the Andes Mountains, where Quito, the capital city, is.
Yep.
Spent some time there. And we also got to go to Cotopaxi National Park, which is an active volcano.
So awesome.
There was no activity the day we were there, unfortunately. But that was such a beautiful experience. Wait till you see that one. It was definitely, I think, a highlight of the whole trip. I agree.
Yeah, it was incredible. And that was the first international trip we ever took together, was Ecuador.
Yes.
About 10.5 years ago?
Yeah, 10.5 years ago. Stephen and I, our very first international trip together was there. So this was really cool to get to go back, almost have a 10-ish year anniversary.
Yeah. And we took it a couple of steps farther than what we did previously in Ecuador. We had a little stop in the Amazon, which was incredible.
And quite an adventure.
Yeah.
If you get our newsletter, you already know that we had something in our bed one night.
Yeah, it was a little unexpected.
It was a lot unexpected.
It was a low light.
That was a low light, but definitely a good story. And we won't say what or go into details here, but definitely watch for that. The vlog should be out in the next month or so. And it was scary. And
yeah, she thought I was crazy. Turns out I was right.
He was right. And what else? The big reason why we went, the Galapagos Islands.
Bucket list.
Probably
our top 3, I would say.
It was definitely in our top 3 destinations wish list. Probably number 2 or 3 for sure.
Yeah, we would have never imagined we would be able to go at this time, like this soon in our lives. We thought that would be, however far down the line, few years or something.
You guys, travel is so affordable right now. This 2 weeks in Ecuador, including a few days in the Galapagos, cost half as much as our 2019 trip to England and Italy.
Yeah.
Granted, England and Italy are not inexpensive places to go, but Ecuador is not as inexpensive as people tend to think it is. It can be. You can go budget, but it's a little more expensive than some other, like Colombia or some of the other popular South American and Central American destinations. But that said, we were shocked that we were able to do as much as we did, have the experiences that we had, and have one of the lowest travel budgets we've had for an international trip so far. So be ready for any opportunities. If you're interested in travel, if you travel a lot, definitely. Oh, Dad knows too. Dad chimed in. Yes, Mom and Dad both know. Hey, bucket list travelers, how are you?
What's up? Speaking of bucket list,
we had a bucket list trip of our own. So we did the Andes Mountains, we did the Amazon, and we did the coastal region at the Galapagos. Had some amazing experiences there. Came back with some souvenirs, including salmonella, which I'm still getting over. But overall, I wouldn't trade it for the world. It was such a great trip, and we cannot wait to show you it. And the other reason we can't wait to show you these videos, stepping it up a bit, we are finally including drone footage in our vlogs. Yes. I'm so excited. We're taking it slow, just a little bit each time. but there will be 3 vlogs from
from
the
this trip.
series, yeah, that are gonna include some drone footage. And we were very excited to finally start incorporating that. We both got FAA certified Part
Yep.
107 right before we left. Not that it matters because it's FAA, it's United States, so they don't really care about that in Ecuador. But it just kind of gave us that added bit of comfort before taking the drone out, knowing that we had gone through the course, we'd learned everything, we passed.
Yeah, and it was long overdue anyway. We were taking so long to
Yeah.
get through it all
We've
that
been
we
talking
just
about doing it for about a year now. So
yeah.
we finally just got it done. We got our certificates and yeah, we took it out. And now we're going to start looking for places here in the US where we can take the drone out as well and incorporate that into more of our local travels. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it
Definitely
was
watch for that.
amazing.
And what else has been going on?
Well, we're thinking about what we're up to for the next year.
Yeah, I guess that's
Um,
about it. Hold on one second. Sorry, we're looking at notes. Sorry, we're not as
hey,
spontaneous here as we'd like everybody to think. But, we just want to be organized. Yes, yay for the drone. Now my next goal, Dara, is to get as good as Ian is at it,
yeah,
except for crashing in the field. We'll try to avoid that. But tell him I'm watching him for tips and inspiration all the time. So definitely going to be working on that. And that's another thing too. In between trips, we got to try to get out and practice a little bit more.
yeah.
Get our little maneuvers and things down pat, so we don't accidentally fly the wrong way or do something silly
Or fly away altogether.
Yeah. But it's been really fun, and it was cool traveling with it for the first time too.
Yeah.
Oh, what else do we have here? Nice. Well, guys, I think we're gonna wrap it up because I'm actually supposed to be working right now.
Uh-oh.
Hope no one from work is watching. For those who don't know, I work in entertainment media, and I am especially busy when there are events going on, major entertainment-related events, like, for instance, awards shows. And today are the Tony Awards. They're on
Yeah.
CBS tonight, and I am working that. I get to work. Shh, don't tell my boss. Um, yeah, I'm supposed to be working the Tony Awards. I happen to know that nothing's happening for at least another 20 minutes or so. So I've got some time. I'm all set up, ready to go. But yeah, we wanted to share with you guys one more thing before we sign off today. And that is our goal for the next year.
Yeah. We're going to be doing a lot more U.S. travels in the meantime. We've been to 18 states so far as our channel goes.
Yep.
And so we've got a lot more ground to cover. We have some pretty good ideas of things we want to do in several of the states, but there are a lot of states that we don't really know that much about, unfortunately. So
yeah,
we're looking for ideas, foods, cool places to go,
cool
unique
experiences,
stays, yeah, things like that.
Yeah, unique places to stay for sure. I mean, honestly, we took travel in the US for granted for so long. It was always the focus was saving money and going on these international trips,
Yeah.
England, Italy, Germany, Ecuador, things like that. And traveling the US the last couple of years has been really eye-opening and just wonderful. And it's really broken down a lot of barriers for us and a lot of preconceived notions. And I mean, that's really what travel's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we want more. And also, we've been talking since before we started this channel about wanting to live overseas eventually. And I did when I was a kid. And ooh, thunder. And I always thought that I would probably want to go back as an adult and live overseas again. And so we feel like before we start focusing too much on overseas, we want to see the rest of this country because there are national parks we haven't seen. There's states we have very little idea about. I mean, we knew very little about Kentucky before we went, and we were so surprised by how beautiful and peaceful it was. It's not like I wasn't expecting it to be beautiful, but I had never really heard just how absolutely peaceful and gorgeous that state is.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised because it was amazing. I love it in Kentucky. And I don't hear people say that a lot.
Yeah.
Who, other than those who live there. So yeah, so we want to see more, we want to do more. And we've got 32 more states to cover. And also, we want to go to Washington, D.C., which is where I went to college. So I want to show him around there and go back and visit.
Yeah.
And we want to go to Puerto Rico. And that's actually where our brother-in-law is from. So we're hoping to make a trip with him and my sister. And that way we'll get a little personal tour guide as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, we want to see a lot more of this country. And we are setting the goal to have that done by June of 2023.
Yep. I think we could do it.
We could do it.
Yeah.
Totally. So definitely, I hope you all will stay with us. Join us for the rest of our U.S. explorations. And like Stephen said, if you have suggestions of any kind, foods, unique stays, cool experiences, little insider tips, any place, something that isn't like the most touristy or the most well known, but that's like really awesome, definitely please let us know. We're going to be posting a page on our website with our progress within the United States and then the states that we have left to go. And then as we plan those trips, we'll add like the dates that we're going. So we'll be blasting that out on social media and probably on the community tab here on YouTube. So keep an eye for that in the next month or so. I want to get some videos out first and get caught up with those before I work on the website again. But definitely keep an eye out for our post when that page goes live. And then you can follow along with us there as well. If you can see what states we're looking for information on and comment there or message us, we're always available by DM. And yes, Magenta Otter, travel matters. It freaking does.
Sure does.
Yeah, so I think that, between our community and our own research and everything, we'll be able to come up with some really cool stuff to do in each of these places and make some cool videos for y'all too as well.
I don't want to give away any secrets.
Yeah, we can say. So this month, actually, we do have a trip planned. We're going to add 3 more states to the list, which we're not going to be showing you until we finish getting through all the Ecuador series.
Yeah.
So again, we need to do some catching up because we keep traveling and not showing it all enough. But yeah, a little later this month, we are going to New Jersey and New York and Delaware. So we're going to knock those 3 out. And the reason for the trip actually is because we booked a really cool experience in New York that it's happening twice this year, and it's just got like some cool history, and we're going to see more of the state. Like we're starting in New York City, but we're actually going to get to see like a good chunk of the state. We're going out of the city for this experience. Yeah. I know I'm being really vague and confusing, but just wait and see. And really we are going to start posting our travels again in real time on Instagram as well. So while we're sharing our Ecuador series and everything like that, and we're also at the same time going to New Jersey and New York and Delaware, we'll be sharing what we're doing in each of those places on stories on Instagram. So definitely follow us along there if you want to get a preview. And then hopefully within a month or so after that, we'll start showing you the actual finished vlogs from each of these places. And but yeah, you'll know in a couple weeks what we're doing, what this cool experience is, because we're going the end of next week. And that's going to be a really fun trip.
Looking forward to that.
What did Delaware? Is there an answer to that? Or did you just want to make us say it?
I'm trying to think if I get that reference. That's a friend of mine.
It's a dad joke. She wore in New Jersey. Okay.
Wah, wah.
That was good. I liked it. Oh, man. Well, you guys, I think it is time to wrap it up.
Yeah.
Get my butt to work. Go see what's happening at the Tony Awards. They're opening the red carpet soon, so we're going to see some pretty crazy and cool outfits, I think. And nice. He's like, yeah, you are. I think that's it. But thank you so much for joining us. And you guys, thank you so much for helping us get here. Honestly,
thank you enough.
The 1,000 subs milestone. I mean, we're almost to 1,200 already. And we are so excited. We've already got our eye on 2,500 just because it's a good round number to set as our next goal. Yeah, we need goals constantly. So yes, exactly. The perfect joke for our trip. Yeah. So yeah, you guys, if you know anyone who might enjoy our vlogs, pass the word along. Absolutely. Nothing better than word of mouth for getting out there. So we really appreciate all your support. We appreciate you sharing our vlogs and our accounts and everything. And thank you so much for helping us get here.
Thank you so much. And if you're just tuning in, go back and hit the replay so you can catch up on all of our ramblings that you missed so far.
Exactly. Thank you guys. Have a good week.
See ya. Happy Sunday.
See you later.